Yo, what's going on guys, HyperX here and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in this video I want to tell you guys how to complete the Vosik challenge mode in the Wrath of the Machine raid. Yes, you're hearing me correctly. Despite the fact that we had no warning, the Vosik challenge mode has gone live, which means you can dive into the raid, complete it to get some max light gear, depending on the difficulty you do. So if you do that on normal, that is 385. Do it on hard, it is 400. You'll also get the Perfected Siva ornament, which adds the red glow in the ornament slot on your hard mode raid gear, and the emblem as well. So if you want to know what you need to do, then look no further. If you do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. But the strategy itself, it's actually really simple, and it revolves around two simple concepts. The first of which is that in order to complete the challenge mode, you need to activate all 4 of the clean or the safe rooms. So if you guys have done this fight before, you'll be familiar with the fact that after a damage phase on Vosik, he will then activate the screens, he'll begin doing his Siva critical density move, and you then need to run to one of the rooms, you dive underneath the door, you shoot the panel on the wall, and this then activates it, protects you from his move, and that room then gets used up. In order to complete the challenge mode, you have to have used and activated all 4 rooms. However, there is one more component to this. See, in order to complete challenge mode, you also cannot shoot the doors in order to activate them. You instead have to use the 2 Siva charges that are dropped during the damage phase and throw them at the panels in the rooms in order to activate them. You cannot, under any circumstance, have someone shoot the wall, because if they do that and they trigger the door, then you are going to void the challenge mode. So, to recap, you must use all 4 rooms, and you must also activate those rooms with Siva charges and Siva charges only. However, there is one additional thing you're going to need to know, and that is that after each of the damage phases, there are always 2 rooms that are activated. Now, if you're doing a normal Vosik encounter, you just pick the one that your team is nearest to, the one that someone calls out. However, in challenge mode, it seems you need to use both rooms at the same time. I have seen reports of people doing this in 5 rotations, i.e. using 1 room at a time, each time with a Siva charge, and they have not completed challenge mode. However, my team, we did it in 3 rotations, i.e. deactivating 2 rooms at a time, and we completed challenge mode. So therefore, by process of elimination, it seems that's what you need to do. So, this should be your strategy. You'll play through the encounter as you normally would, you'll take down a shield. When you get to the damage phase, you'll of course do as much damage as you can, and then the Siva charges will drop in that you would normally throw, but instead you want to leave them on the ground. Leave them on the ground until the absolute last moment, because you don't want them to time out and disappear. Then when he begins going into his special move, you then want to call out the location of both rooms. Split your team. You don't necessarily have to have an even split, you just need to make sure that the 2 people carrying the Siva charges go to separate rooms. If you're lucky, they will be on opposite sides of the room to make things simple, but do bear in mind it is possible for both rooms to be active on the same side of the room, so do keep an eye out for that. Either way, have both people run into the separate rooms and throw the charges at the respective doors, activate the doors, protect your team, and you then come out and you repeat the process. If you've done this correctly, then by the time you finish the first rotation, 2 of the rooms will have been activated. You'll then continue to play through until you do your second damage phase. You'll then run into the other 2 rooms, again throwing the 2 charges, deactivating the final 2 rooms, meaning that on the 3rd rotation you must kill Vosik. Now this is pretty simple because most teams, especially if you're pretty well geared, will do Vosik in 2 rotations anyway, so 3 rotations is definitely not difficult. And that's really all there is to it. It is honestly that simple. Use Siva charges to activate the 4 rooms in 3 rotations, deactivating 2 rooms each time. So, if you guys have any more questions, as I say, let me know in the comments down below. But that is how you complete the Vosik challenge mode in the Wrath of the Machine raid. Make sure you do it this week because, of course, the challenge modes rotate. So I would imagine next week we will have the Axis challenge. But for the time being, this is a good way to get some 400 light gear and those cool ornaments. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.